All right. Well, praise the Lord Jesus, who just, in answer to prayer, keeps putting fish in the boat. So we're grateful for that. So the purpose of this video is to give the trolling forecast for the next week, July 7th through 13th. And we've been doing enough fishing in Flat Creek, and we've also been doing fishing out of Van Pugh. The Three Sisters Island area is starting to turn on. The 2 Mile Creek area is starting to turn on. So let's give you all the details. Flat Creek is on, right? My July 4th fishing forecast worked really well. Took my wife out on July 4th, and we caught about 4 stripers in the boat, and 1 largemouth bass surprised us. And but here's the thing with Flat Creek: if you really want to catch stripers in Flat Creek, have the boat in the water and be headed out by 6 o'clock, because once the sun gets up,
at the name of Jesus every knee shall bow, at the name of Jesus every tongue confess.
Everything is going deep below trolling range, so especially the bigger ones. Let's talk a little bit about the lures today. This is one of our favorite lures, and this one put the this is a Rapala Husky Jerk HJ10. This color is Tennessee Shad, got the orange belly and the green back. And the Rapala Husky Jerks work a lot better than the X-Wraps. And the 5-pound bass today came trolling. We happened to be in 2 Mile Creek when we caught it. This is another Rapala that's been doing really well on the bass, and one of the little stripers. I don't actually know what this one's called. It's got a little bit more of a lip to it, and we put this one 15 or 20 feet deep behind a trolling sinker. And the one that's caught about half the fish in the last 10 days. This is a Rapala Husky Jerk, but it's got a big lip on it, right? So it's a DHJ12, and this color is silver blue, and again it's got the orange on the bottom. And we run this one about 20 feet deep behind a trolling sinker. And I haven't caught a striper yet this year on a Captain Max. This is a Captain Max chipmunk jig with the yellow twisty tail. But my buddy put 2 really big stripers in the boat at the crack of dawn in Flat Creek with that right there. So most of the fish are coming 15 to 20 feet deep. Either lead cores getting the lures deep, or trolling sinkers are getting them deep. The 5-pound bass today came on a real big dipsy diver. We don't use too many dipsy divers anymore, but so you're gonna have 10 rods in the water at a time. The dipsy divers help, they pull down into the side, so they help you get a few more rods in the water. So you're caught up on Flat Creek. Most of the action in Flat Creek is between the FC7 channel marker and way beyond the FC9 channel marker. Really is as far as you can go and still troll in a circle up there. There used to be a blue boathouse, but the roof isn't blue anymore. But as far as you can go and still turn around when you're trolling 150 or 200 feet of lead core. All right, so that's Flat Creek. Flat Creek has more spotted bass and more. We're getting a lot of those kind of 2-pound stripers in Flat Creek. So if you're trolling with somebody younger, or you're just trying to get the skunk off, Flat Creek might be your best bet, but you got to get out there early. And then out of Van Pugh, the pattern is this. There's that area right there in front of Three Sisters Island. So I'd have my lures all out as you're coming out of Flowery Branch Bay. By the time you cross into the hooch, have your lure spread already out. because when you cross from Flower Branch Bay to the Chattahoochee this time of year, that's a good spot. And then you just continue along the Hooch, and then you make circles more or less in front of Three Sisters Island. Now, I covered a lot of water today, and there's a lot of unproductive water out there. So, making the turn around the outer island up and headed up 2 Mile Creek. 2 Mile Creek is a whole lot of nothing until you get to the 8 TM channel marker. But between the 8 TM channel marker and the 13 TM channel marker, the tons and tons of bait, and I caught a couple spots, but there's stripers up in there, and on most days that would be really good for striped bass as well. And some other unproductive, and I'll put up maps in front of Three Sisters Island, and I'll throw up a map for the area that's looking so good in 2 Mile Creek. But some other areas aren't looking so good. Big Creek, not really worth the effort, especially with Holiday Marina right there and the shortcut to Lake Lanier Islands. Sometimes this time of year, the Big Creek area and that cove by the Lake Lanier Islands bridge has been real good in years past. It wasn't looking that good today, and all the boat traffic turns it into a washing machine, especially if you're in a little aluminum boat like this. So remember to pray. You got to get your lures deep. 15 to 20 feet deep is where it's happening right now. Did see some top water action really everywhere, and there's a lot of bait in the top 10 feet of water. We're just not catching fish there, and I can't figure out why. We are running 1 or 2 husky jerks in the top 10 feet, but they're not doing anything. We're also running at least 1 whopper plopper most of the time, and the whopper plopper didn't do anything for us. But if you're a top water guy and you know how to, walk the walk with the little, the hot dog type lures, the spook type lures, they are busting on top back there. Most of that action is behind Three Sisters Island, 2 Mile Creek, up in the coves. That's not much busting on top in the 40 to 80 feet of water, which is where most of the bait is. That's where we're trolling the lures. But it's a little closer, like off of the points and stuff. Maybe it looks to be about 20 feet of water where the top water stuff is more concentrated. So ask Jesus to help you catch some fish. Get out there and enjoy Lake Lanier this summer. God bless. Hi. Suicide rates are rising rapidly. So most Jesus followers should prepare ourselves for a more active role in preventing suicides. We are on the front line since pros rarely get involved until a foot soldier helps connect people in crisis with trained professionals. E94.org is a Christian ministry dedicated to equipping the church to prevent suicide through free training of foot soldiers to prevent suicide through training, consulting, and resources. Get equipped to give hope and help and confidently refer people to professional counselors. Learn more at e94.org. Thank you.